Welcome back, friends and fam. Happy Thursday. Thanks for tuning in for another C3 Live at 5. So today we're going to talk about the bloodshed we see on the charts, and that's kind of it. We're going to go into why we're seeing all of this red on all of these charts and what we think may be happening. Was this expected? Was this anticipated? Is this kind of what we've been talking about on the channel? And is this why we watch the dollar? So expect a quick video today. I don't know if we have that much fun otherwise, but we're going to go ahead and dive into what's going on the charts. Right now, we can see we're looking at Coin 360. This is where we start every stream, and you can see very little money is going into anything, and a lot of money is coming out of everything. So you can see AVAX over here. They are up 0.74% on the day. USDC DAI, Theta is up 22%. So that's pretty much all the green unless you want to really start zooming in. But we like to go over here to block size and check out the volume. We want to see really where's the money going into if it's leaving all these markets. So this gives us a better idea of how much volume is going where. And as you can see, the bigger the green square on the screen, the more volume that is going into it. So here you can see SLP is still a nice green square. It's up 14% on the day. So we brought you guys SLP yesterday. Hopefully you guys checked it out. If you did, you're really enjoying 14% on the day, especially when everyone else is feeling a little bit of pain today. So also those of you that are into Theta, must be nice to be enjoying 23% up. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of the world looks like. Yeah, it's ugly everywhere. This is the stock market. This is pretty much a Coin 360 replica of the stock market. This is finviz.com. FINVIZ. So this is kind of another quick representation of how bloody is it out there. And ladies and gentlemen, it is bloody. So why is it bloody? That's what we're going to get into a minute. But we'll go ahead and we want to see which one of our favorite cryptos are down, which ones are up. We can see all of our top dogs are really been bleeding. Bitcoin's down 2.9%. Ethereum is down 6.4%, Binance 2.9%, XRP down 6.9%. So, I mean, you really can scroll for a minute before you see anything with green. In fact, let's just go ahead and bypass that process, click this 24-hour button, and we'll see that Theta's up 24% like we were looking at, SLP's up 12.5%, Theta Fuel is up 7.4%, and Celsius Network 2.6%. BitTorrent old is 0.7%, Secret 0.6%, and ladies and gentlemen, it just gets ugly from there. So pretty brutal for that to be all that we have in the green in cryptos, but why is this happening? Well, if you go to Google, it's pretty easy to find out. I mean, the top stories right here, you have inflation on CNBC, inflation surges 7.5%, U.S. inflation rate acceleration to 40-year high. U.S. inflation data hits global stocks. I mean, it's all over. They're creating a panic. They're creating a fear. This is a lot of market mentality being driven. And this is why we come to the charts every day. And we also pay attention to social sentiment and market mentality. So as you can see, inflation surges 7.5% on an annual basis, even more than expected and highest since 1982. This was published Thursday, today, and this was at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So this was only published a handful of hours ago, and this is CNBC. So this is driving the fear. This is why money is leaving the market. They're creating panic. Now, in our experience, this is normally the best time to start looking at what you're interested in and really paying attention to when this trend comes around. And that's what we're going to be walking you through, paying attention to the dollar, to our trend reversal, because it looks like things are going to go a little bit on sale. So we want to pay attention and we want to be vigilant. Not financial advice. This is for fun and education. We are not financial advisors. We got to keep throwing that at you guys. So anyways, we can slide over here. We have New York Times Spotlight on Savings. Rapid inflation stokes unease from Wall Street to Washington. So you can see this is a year-over-year changes to the consumer price index overall, and this excludes food and energy, and it is up 7.5% above the 6% projected. So we're about a 1.5% above projection, which is panicking people, and understandably so. But you have to stop for a minute and think and ask yourself, what is a hedge against inflation? And that's where deflationary assets become one of the beautiful things to think about at that point. You start looking into what's going on and why is this happening. So that's a quick reason of why we're seeing the blood. But now that we know why, let's go ahead and look at what our charts are showing up for us. So right now you can see total market cap is about to head back down. We got rejected at the top end of our channel, and we're noticing that it is probably going to start falling down. We're hoping that right now we're at 1.92. Our next line of support is going to be 1.87 trillion, and we'd like to find our support there. If we find our support there, this is good news, but we'll be paying close attention. We go ahead and look at what our 5-day and 10-day candles printed, and remember, those are the long term. This is long term, and they still look satisfied. So I'm really paying attention to our long term candles, and I still like the way that they look. I think that right now we're definitely experiencing a little bit of fear and uncertainty driving the market, also known as FUD. So this is something we want to pay attention to, and we also want to notice what's our long-term candle doing versus our short-term. So when we come back to the dollar and we see that it's starting to drop, that's when we start thinking, okay, if we've already confirmed that the trend reversal is in and we believe that it's moving in the direction that we want, now this would be a good opportunity to start narrowing down timeframes and looking at which project you're interested in and where you want to target that project. So hopefully this is what you're going to learn, and we're going to help walk you through that process. So now that we've looked at total market cap, we'll slide down to the 12-hour candles just to make sure that it is going to confirm that we're going to have at least 12 to 24 hours of some downward movement. We're going into the weekend, and the equities markets are closed on the weekend. So hopefully money stops leaving the market. We can do a rise and see if we just move this right here, slide this over. Oh, my apologies there. We're just going to slide this over here, and look at that. That would be a healthy rise, level 1 retest, and off to level 2. So still possibility for a bullish scenario. Definitely not a guarantee at this point. So we're paying close attention, but we'll look at what Bitcoin's telling us right now. So as you can see, we got Bitcoin on the chart over here, and we're looking at day candles. And on the day candle, it's not looking fantastic. This is looking a little bit more of a downward trajectory and hopefully time to retest. So we've been waiting for a couple of red candles to show up. This is anticipated. This is healthy. It's just a matter of the severity of these red candles, which is going to change how this is going to go. So we're looking forward to seeing where this is going to end up finding support. This is crucial. This is going to be a day-to-day basis. So right now on the day candle, not looking good, but as we established on the total market cap on the 5-day and 10 days that just printed yesterday, they still look healthy on all of our indicators, which would be market cipher A, market cipher B, as well as all of the other indicators integrated into TradingView. So we still feel good about a long-term trajectory, although short-term definitely looks like we're going to have some good sale prices and opportunities to not be buying green candles. We always discourage, you don't want to buy in the green, you want to buy in the red. So here comes some red. This was, once you confirm where you're at, that's when you want to be looking into entering. So once we go over to the dollar, we will notice that maybe we want to wait a little bit longer because we want to see this showing signs of weakness. So on the dollar, you can see we're on day candles as well, and this just printed an 11 under a 0, which is a very bullish print with our indicators. We want to see the dollar fall out of its channel and start to break down. But with interest rates rising, the dollar is anticipated to strengthen, which is going to weaken all of the other assets in the short term. So the dollar is definitely something we're paying attention to. I like that on the longer time frames, like the 5-day and 10-day, the dollar looks horrible. So this is why we continue to look at these longer time frames and compare them to each other. And the dollar looks like it's going to struggle in the next 5 days and 10 days, and in the crypto world and crypto total market caps look like they're going to start appreciating and start having money go into it. You got to ask yourself, when money's coming into it, which projects is it going to start going into? Will it be Bitcoin? Will it be Ethereum? Or is it going to be one of our top layer ones that have been quiet for a minute? Where's the money going to go? So let's take a look at total too, just in case there's any variances on our charts, and see where's the money at right now, excluding Bitcoin. So this is Ethereum and all of the other altcoins in a total market cap. And you can see we're struggling to stay above $1 trillion. This is crucial. We've had to test this. You can see right here. Let me give you guys a nice white bar to make it easier to see. Right here, sorry, a green bar. You can see we've used it as support many times before. So we're hoping to use our 1 trillion level dollar as support. All the way back since August, it's been support. We've recently just fell under it in January 21st and have been under it since just the other day, February 8th. So right now we're hoping to find support at $1 trillion in total too and continue to take off. That would be the bullish scenario, and this is what we'll be looking for. The 12-hour candles insinuate that we still have another 12 to 24 hours of money leaving the markets. Let's see if total 3 says the same story. So we're going to come over here to total 3, and we're going to see a pretty similar painting. It looks like money's equally leaving all 3 of the worlds in crypto with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of the alts. But I like sliding down to the shorter time frames and really paying attention to when is this going to turn around. And I'd like to see total 3 start turning around, and it's looking like more money is going to be leaving some of these alts in the short term than anything else. So I'd be careful if I was holding some altcoins that don't have utility or I'm not really versed in them, because it looks like some of the ones that are less known and have less utility and are not really operating currently in the space might be the first ones to bleed the hardest. And so this chart right here is telling me that I would really be very methodical about whatever altcoins I decided to hold through this weekend. So that's a recommendation. I know I will be taking that approach, but that's what this chart tells me, and I would definitely pay attention to this chart throughout the weekend if you decide to do so. But we will be here again tomorrow to make sure that you guys can see all of the changes after the prints. In case you guys are wondering why we go live at 5, we do it because 0100 UTC is at 4 o'clock. And so we like to see what the print for the day is, the 5 days. So we like to give you, as soon as we've had an hour to analyze these prints and our indicators, we bring them to you so you can see where we are in the market currently as close to the print as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. It's quick and easy. There's too much blood to have too much fun. I think with that being said, much love, so much appreciation. I'm Al, C3, over and out.